Today we're going to review Smart Content. Smart Content allows for dynamic personalization in any Bluecore email without the need for additional audiences or segmentation. To add Smart Content, simply open a template and then drag in the Smart Content widget. I'm going to place it right below my header. Once the widget's placed, I have to name it. I'm going to set up a test. For this test, I'm going to set up 2 timed content options as well as a fallback. To add my options, I simply click on Edit for option 1. I name my option. For today's purposes, I'm going to set up content to display during the fall, content to display during the winter, and then fallback content when those date ranges aren't applicable. I'm going to name this fall content. After naming my option, I can select my filter type. There are 3 different filter types: customer attributes, product attributes, or date ranges. For today, I'm going to choose date, and I'm going to enter my date window. After selecting my date ranges, I'm going to add in my global widgets. If I click down, I can search my global widget library for my specific fall content, and then drag it into the right-hand pane. Note that Smart Content relies on global widgets, and these are the pieces of content that you're going to display once the conditions are true. I accidentally dragged in the wrong widget, but that's not a problem at all. I can simply override it by dragging in the correct widget. After dragging that in, I can click on Save to save that setting. I've now set up my fall content widget to display from September 22nd until December 30th. I'm now going to add in a specific winter content option. I'm going to click on Add Another Option, Edit, type in Winter Content, select Add Filter Type, select Date, and then enter my date range. Once my date range is selected, I'm going to click into Global Widgets and then drag in my winter content. I'm going to search for it in my global widget library and then drag it into the right-hand pane. Once that content is placed, I'm going to click on Save. And now I'm all set. I set up my fall content to display during my date range, my winter content to display during another date range, and now I want to add a fallback. By default, if none of those date ranges are true and say it's the summer, no content's going to display. I want a fallback option, so I'm going to click on Show Fallback and then set up my fallback rules. I'm going to click on Edit and then search through my global widget library. I'm going to add in my piece of fallback content and then drag it into the right-hand side. Once my content is placed, I can click on Save. And once I'm happy with my settings for my Smart Content widget, I can click on Save to save that block. The great thing is that you can view a preview of all the different widget options. If I click on Preview, you can see that I can select from fall content, winter content, or show my fallback option if I want to double check that my settings look correct. These look great to me. So I'm going to click on Close Preview. And then once I was ready, I can pull this template into a campaign, set up my schedule, and then deploy it. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video on Smart Content and setting up timed banners using Smart Content widget.